Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, F.E. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. We're never tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the champ and the tramp, let the bomb blast.
All right, here we go, guys. Back in the podcast room, in the cat room, as I call it, with Mr. Answer over there, Mr. Edgar, and myself, Champ and the Tramp. We were briefly discussing. I just got here what to talk about tonight, and doesn't matter what subject you come up with, nothing is going to be more current or more prevalent than what's going on right now in the world. I mean, probably people are sick of hearing about it, but I think we got to talk about it a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think we do, Raj. Raj. Can I call you Raj?
Yeah, buddy.
I feel like you've been down here long enough I call you Raj.
Finally. Remember I said I never knew if Frankie actually liked me or not because he's a likable guy. He likes everybody, and I've known him 15 years, and I never really knew if he liked me. He's calling me Raj now. I feel like he likes me. I feel like I got a sign.
I got something we can talk about.
All right.
Because I was really looking forward to these fucking fights this weekend.
Yeah, man.
And now they're not happening. And now it means our wager is gone, right? But you know what I feel like? This is how I feel.
How many times have we waited? I feel like our wager has gone out the window as many times as the Ferguson and Khabib fight has gone out the window.
Well, because we was on that fight.
Right.
The bet was out the window. But I feel like we both lost.
Why?
Because we didn't get to see the fight.
Oh,
we
yeah.
both lost.
Fuck yeah.
So we should shave our heads.
Yeah.
All right. Now.
See? He planned this shit.
Now.
I just got a haircut yesterday.
Tell him.
I just got a fucking haircut.
Yeah, you got a haircut? What? By Pedro?
No, by my girl. My girl cuts hair.
Lucky, bro. Lucky guy this guy is. Damn, I'm shaving my head
is
with
that
a
why
fucking
you shaved,
one clip.
Is that why you shaved it?
I just want to get crazy.
Yeah?
You know what I mean? I'm just losing my fucking mind, bro. I'm like, fuck it, let me shave my head.
So you've got the longest beard I've ever seen you have, and you shave your head.
Yeah, I figured it's going to reverse grow it.
You totally look different, man.
Yeah. But yeah, that sucked, man. I was really looking forward to that fight.
Yeah.
And now are you gonna
shave my head? No.
Oh, dude.
Listen, bro, if I lost the bet, I would do it. I'm a man of my word, but why would I just fucking do it to do it?
Because, man, I mean,
you shave your head anyway.
I feel like we lost. Not only did we lose, our listeners lost. Like a lot of people lost because we didn't get to see the fight.
So I'm going to be the guy that pulls it all together for the champ and the tramp over here and do it? You guys happy with his head shaved? Is everybody exhilarated out there?
I see a bunch of no's. I see a bunch of no's out there.
You know who you're looking like? You're looking like the other Jersey fighter, Jim... fucking him and his
Miller.
brother. Do you look like Jim Miller these days?
He's got the red in the beard. That's why. A little red in the beard. It's that fiery.
Looking like Jim Miller over there.
He's a totally different Jersey guy than we are.
Is he south? Where is he?
No, he's northwest. He's almost close to Pennsylvania. He's like a woodsman and everything.
Is he?
It makes me feel like not a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
his brother fights too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of brothers.
Jim might have the most fights in the UFC.
Yeah, he's got a ton.
Him or Cowboy go back and forth.
He always looks good. He always fights hard.
Yeah, he's tough, man. You know he fights with Lyme disease too.
No shit.
Yeah, and supposedly he kind of got it under control now, so he's feeling a little better.
A lot of people spend a lot of money trying to figure that out.
Yeah, Lyme's is tough, and it's so crazy. It's so like we literally took the kids when this first happened. The quarantine happened. We took the kids and their friends to some park. You know, It was the Riverwood Park. Yep. Walking through the woods. You know, not even really the high grass. We go out ticks on. I was picking ticks off my kids for 2 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Does Renee freak out when that happens?
Oh yeah, big time.
I used to get them on me all the time. You know, I owned a landscaping company for a while, and I would come home and I'd shower, and they don't freak me out at all, but I knew they freaked Jenny out when I was married.
Dude,
so I'd be like, yo, babe, come in here.
Up.
She'd open the shower door and like, what do you want? I'd be like, pull this off me. And she'd freak out, you know what I mean? But I'd pull the ticks off all the time. One time she read some articles or whatever, and she made me take it on Whitesville Road. There's a research center there. Like,
and
she made me take it there to see if it had limes, and it didn't. So no.
I don't think all of them do, but if you get limes, man, I can fuck you up.
Mm-hmm.
Mess with you, like your whole body.
My sister has it. My sister got a.
I had it when I was a kid.
My sister got. I thought when you had it, you always have it.
I think I do, yeah. But I mean, I had it.
Oh.
I caught it early. We caught the tick on me, so I got on antibiotics right away, and I was
That's
good.
what they say. Yeah, get on stuff right away. Yeah, if you let it go. My sister got it.
A lot of people, what happens is they get bit, they don't find the tick, and they find like a red mark like a month later.
Right.
You know?
Right. My sister was in basic training, and she got bit by taking basic training and got Lyme disease.
In America, basic training?
North Carolina, yeah.
North Carolina.
Yep, yep.
You know, they say limes, I think, originated in Connecticut. Lyme,
Yeah,
Connecticut.
yes, that's right. Yeah. What's that?
But it's really bad in the East Coast.
Yeah.
I don't think they have limes out West Coast. They have the Rocky Mountain fever.
Yeah.
Is it the same thing, though?
I think it's just the West Coast version of it, isn't it?
I guess, yeah.
That's what I thought. What's the thing? What's the thing that kids get that came out of some little town in upstate New York? Forget the name. I think it's that hoof and
Coxsackie?
Coxsackie.
Yeah,
Coxsackie, New York.
I got that, bro.
Yeah, Coxsackie, New York.
No,
I think
that's the name of a place?
I think so. I could be wrong.
No.
All right, let's go to Google. Lou's not here.
How about staph infection, Minnesota?
Is that for real?
Yeah, a place called Staph Infection, Minnesota.
You're fucking lying,
you
dude.
fucking dummy.
I thought you meant just staff.
So, I got that, dude. Like 2 years ago, I got Coxsackie on my hands, feet, and mouth.
Did you really? From
dude.
where?
I don't know. No idea. I think I was working with a lot of little kids because supposedly it's a young thing.
Right.
Young kids get it. I think I was working with wrestling or something, little kids.
Could be.
And I got Coxsackie. It was nasty, bro.
Yeah, you get it on bottom of your feet,
Bottom
right?
of your feet and your palms.
Oh, is it?
In your mouth.
In your mouth, your tongue, yeah.
Like little blisters.
Yep.
I didn't get it that bad, but
Probably got it down in AC from some. Is your booster down here working, bro? Because my phone.
It is, bro. Come on. Are you not? You didn't boost. You got to hook up to it.
Motherfucker.
Coxsackie?
Who is
Coxsackie?
Coxsackie, New York.
You would think you would get it on your cock. You know what I'm saying? Coxsackie. That's a place, huh?
It doesn't say in just the overview. It just says Coxsackie is a town in Greene County, New York, United States. The population was 8,900 at the 2010 census. The name of the town is said to be derived from a Native American term,
Oh yeah,
but it has various translations within the area governed as the town. There is also a village called Coxsackie. But I thought,
So you were right, but you were
well,
wrong.
I don't know.
You just,
come on, man, Coxsackie, New York. You wouldn't think that's where it came
no,
from?
I mean, you'd imagine it would be. But that doesn't. Yeah, I guess. I thought it was like Coxsackie was some scientific term, but it's just the name of an Indian village.
Maybe. I'm still looking, but let's get back to that one so we're not consumed with that. But I still think there's a possibility I could be right.
It could be. But I heard there's a tick called the Lone Star tick or Lone Star.
Yep, Texas.
That will bite you and makes you allergic to meat.
Yep.
Doesn't that seem like that was?
Wouldn't that be the worst fucking thing ever?
God, fuck that.
Can you imagine not being able to have a hamburger?
Oh, forget it.
When you say allergic to meat, so I would assume the taste, right? It doesn't kill your taste receptors. The taste is the same. You just have an adverse reaction to it.
Yeah.
So you just like, okay.
I wonder what the reaction
right.
is.
If it's just like. If it's just like some
Gas.
fucking little hives or something, I'm eating burgers every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, you kind of look like you got hives in your cheeks anyway.
I know, right? I know.
I got some
I know people that are like lactose intolerant and they'll fucking eat eggs and milk and shit.
I think I am. I barely drink milk. I put like a dabble in my coffee. You know what I mean? A dollop or whatever you want to call it, my coffee, just to cool it down. You know.
Right.
And then that's really the only time I love cheese. I do love cheese, but that's the only time I drink milk. But sometimes at night, if I have cookies, I'll do a little glass of milk, or I'll eat some cereal.
You like a little glass of milk with your cookies?
Glass of milk, yeah, tiny one. Or I have some of my cereal. Dude, that next morning I wake up, bro, it's open season.
Oh,
bro.
wait, because you're lactose intolerant?
I don't think I am, but I feel like I never thought I was.
You don't do ice cream ever? Or I hear ice cream's like the worst.
No, yeah, I do. Yeah. Honestly, if I eat, sometimes I'll fucking eat a whole thing of
Is that just
Ben
because you're a
Jerry's.
fucking health nut, though, and your body is like, what is this shit?
Probably. Maybe.
Probably.
I don't. I mean, I don't always eat healthy. You know? I can't eat healthy all the time. I mean, I look like I do.
What's that thing a lot of people have where you're supposed to be on a specific diet? I don't know why I'm so dumb today, but you can't eat certain things. Fucks with your intestines.
Oh, diverticulitis?
No, diverticulitis is when your intestines trap
IBS?
seeds.
IBS?
Well, irritable bowel syndrome. No, I'll think of it in a minute. But anyway, I know a bunch of people that have it, and they eat whatever they want. My girl has it, and she eats whatever she wants.
Well, what? What is it called? What do you mean?
You fucking put me on the spot. Every time you do that, I can't think of the name of it. If you didn't ask me, I could tell you.
But what? Like,
I'll tell you. 1 second.
but wait, is it it said something where your stomach after you eat, your stomach's messed up?
Intestines. It
It
inflames your
I
intestines.
thought that was diverticulitis.
No, it's not diverticulitis. Diverticulitis. I mean,
colitis.
maybe
Colitis.
colitis is. Yeah, I think that's not what she has. Hang on a minute. I'll find out.
This guy, Dr. Rogers, on the fucking tablet right here. Yeah, I'm reading this book. You see this new show, Outsider, on HBO?
Nope, I haven't seen
Someone told me about it, and I saw it, and then I realized it was a Stephen King book. So I'm like, fuck, I like reading Stephen King books every once in a while. So I was like, I'm gonna read the book, then I'll watch the show. I got the book. I read like 300 pages the past 2 days, man.
it. Have you really?
Yeah.
Good for you, bro.
Crushing it. It's a good book, man. It's crushed. It's like a murder mystery, but now it's getting supernatural. I know it's not up your alley, but
No, I'm not a sci-fi guy.
But it's Stephen King sci-fi. I mean, you're in the Stephen King movies,
I'm definitely
right?
into Stephen King.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, then you'd like it. It's kind of crazy. It's like this guy, he commits a murder. Everybody eyewitnesses him in town saying he did it. Then they arrest him, all this and that, go to charge him, and he has an alibi. He's like, I was in a couple towns over with some teachers. He's a coach in town, so everybody knows him, right?
Right.
He does this. He murders a kid, like bad, murders him, rapes him, puts a stick in his ass, like and kills him, right? Bit his throat out.
Wait, is this based on a real thing?
No.
Because that actually happened. I watched it. Yeah, that actually happened, bro. It was another little kid that did it to a different little kid.
This is
okay.
Supposedly this coach did it,
Okay.
and he's eyewitnessed by like 5 people in town. Yo, it was Coach Terry. Coach Terry took this guy in the van. I saw him with the kid. Da 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 da. And they find the kid later. So they arrest him. They figure they got a ironclad case. His prints are in the fucking van, right? That the kid was murdered in or taken. Then they go and they see
celiac. I don't know why I couldn't think of
okay,
celiac disease. It's,
Yeah,
it's
like
basically
gluten,
allergic to gluten.
yeah.
But she has it and eats fucking anything she wants for gluten,
Yeah,
and
but I think a lot of people do.
doesn't
I don't
fuck
even
with her at
know.
all.
I heard
I
gluten
feel like they
is-
just have a disease name for everything.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
You wake up in the
ADD,
they have a pill for everything.
Got ADD.
They have a pill for everything. You wake up in the morning, we got something for that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck.
That's crazy, man.
But anyway,
Crazy.
so this guy, they're pinning him. He's got his prints there, but there's an alibi. He's on a news station, they're like some convention for teachers, and he's on video asking questions, and he's with 5 other teachers, and they all corroborated his story.
Okay.
So they're like, yo, how is it? And they're saying it's like a double. He's like, I got a double. You know? So I get that's just a little bit of it, and then it goes on. There's
Do you find books are always more interesting than the movie?
100%.
I do.
100%.
I haven't read a good book in a while, but I used to read a lot as a kid, and I always found that books were just
Dude, it's your own
way more
imagination.
right, exactly.
You're in your head.
You
You're
get
building
lost
the
in it.
story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I've always read, even as a kid. I don't read as much as I like to, because that's what happens. I'll read, and I have to I get obsessive about it,
Yeah.
because I want to finish the fucking story.
Right.
And I read. Or sometimes if I...
Well,
like,
300 pages, bro. That's a lot. How long is this
it's
book?
Like 540.
Jesus.
Right? And
This is
like,
a book someone recommended it to you?
No, well, they recommended the TV show.
Okay.
And then I researched the TV show. They said it was a Stephen King book. I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm going to read the book first, you know?
So you Barnes & Noble's closed. How'd you get it?
I ordered it. I had it for a while. I was sitting on it for a little bit, you know. But it's a good book, man. I think reading's great, you know.
Yep.
Although recently I've been trying to read stuff like a little bit more
You ever think about
educational.
Ever think about writing a book? I mean,
I think I could.
Paige Van Sant did it.
Yeah, I don't think I
Ronda
could
Rousey did
physically
it.
write one. I think I could dictate.
Conor McGregor,
I
I think,
could
did
dictate
it.
it to an author, and
That's what most people do, you know.
Yeah, I think I could. I'd like to do that maybe one day.
Yeah,
I don't know if
you
everyone wants to hear my fucking story.
I think you're an interesting read, bro. I think you I think most people that are extroverts, right? If you're not an introvert, you're not like really reserved, and you live kind of a certain lifestyle, and you tell a good story, you know what I mean? I think most people have a story to tell. How many people read it? I don't know, but
Right.
like if you told all the shit in your life that you wouldn't say in front of your wife, it'd make a good fucking book.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a memoir, right? Like the president's memoir.
Mhm.
You think they're holding back a lot of shit in those memoirs? Though.
Yeah, fuck they are. Yeah, what was this shit you were talking about, Tom Hanks? There's a lot of shit being held back.
Dude, man, I don't know. I get so crazy. I'm just like, dude, it's fucking Forrest Gump, bro.
I feel like you
know what
read
I mean?
different news than I read, bro, because I don't even see that
Nah,
shit.
you don't see conspiracy theories though.
Yeah, I guess maybe I just don't pay attention to them. I just like
I don't really pay attention either, but they get thrown on my lap a lot of
I
times.
never was like the guy staring at the National Enquirer when you were kids.
But that's different, bro. National Enquirer was so far. Oh, the Loch Ness monster
Yeah.
or Elvis is alive.
Yeah, I was
like, that was
abducted
always
by aliens.
Yeah,
and,
come on, that's fucking. But this shit is almost. And again, like.
Tom Hanks is doing. Wait a minute.
bro,
But wait,
okay.
you just said, but this shit is almost believable. So Tom Hanks.
Oh, it's not
is,
believable. I don't know if it's
is
believable.
doing Saturday Night Live from prison with a green screen
This-
behind him
this-
because he was wrapped
listen,
up in child porn. That I would believe sooner that. Some guy out on a farm in Ohio got abducted by aliens, and I would believe that.
All right, so listen. Barstool Sports
Yeah.
retweeted this thread.
But okay, but why did Barstool?
No, saying
because
it was
because they wanted hits.
Of course,
it's controversial.
Of course.
You know,
definitely here, but Barstool, the way they did it, you know, they're just bringing light to it because it is. It's fucking has hits. It's funny. It's not funny. It's just interesting. And it could it be real? I don't know. Oh man, I can't find it.
Would you be okay later with me putting an Instagram story out about you and John Jones being lovers?
No, I believe
that'll get a lot of hits.
So here's a wild Twitter thread that claims Tom Hanks either faked his recent SNL performance or filmed it from prison.
Yeah, where's the facts in it? Where's the proof?
No, I mean that's the thing. You got to look at this.
Right.
You got to look at it. I don't know. Obviously, the dude seems like he's reaching. Of course.
Right. Yeah, you think?
But I mean, they're talking about like deep fake. You know, deep fake videos. You ever seen them before?
Yeah.
Like, bro, they can fucking make you say anything.
Yeah.
You know that.
Huh.
So they can have someone else.
Trust me, bro. I fucking lived it.
No, really though. They can have someone else sit right where you're sitting that's built like you, that has tattoos, and superimpose your face on them, and they say whatever the fuck they're saying, and it looks like you're saying.
I know.
So that's one of the theories. They're saying that's not him. It's his brother does voiceover work for him supposedly. Okay. His brother sounds just like him. He does a lot of Woody for Toy Story.
But to
again,
for
dude,
that,
this is
for that story
right.
to have any validity, you have to believe the first part of it, that he's in prison, right?
Well, yeah,
you got to believe that part.
No. I mean, that was one theory. The other theory was it's not him. It's not like his brother's in prison. One theory is he's in prison.
Okay, so the theories only make sense if he's in prison.
No.
So
what do you mean?
If it's
why not? Why?
Because if he's not in prison, why wouldn't he be doing it himself?
He's dead. That's the other.
Dead.
Yeah, he's in prison or he's dead. Yeah.
From Corona, because he had Corona.
Corona, or supposedly Corona was the cover up. Dude, it's crazy. I didn't want to fucking. I don't really know it that well. I just been, fucking nothing else to do, bro. I'm looking at some rabbit holes, going down some rabbit holes.
Now,
but it's crazy, bro, because you go to Tom Hanks's
now if we did
go to his listen, go to Tom Hanks's Instagram right now. Go to his Instagram.
All right.
It's Hanks, HANX, I believe. And bro, you'll go look at the people's comments.
But you don't think Tom Hanks is just laughing about this shit?
I hope so, man. This fucking Forrest Gump, bro. He's what else? Who else is he? Forrest Gump. He's
service is so slow down here.
You gotta plug into the Wi-Fi. You're not plugged into the Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm. Hang on, I thought it automatically connected because I've connected before.
No, but I got the new joint.
Oh, you're gonna have to do it then.
I got the booster.
I'm on Edgar.
Wait a minute here. It's Edgar.
You gonna tell the peoples they can sit outside your house and steal your.
All right.
Okay.
So look, all right. This is just one.
I need the password. Wink 5 times for P.
Here, I shared it. Look at that. Bang. Look at that.
Boom. Done. I'm in.
All right. Now here. So go to the Hanks, right?
All right.
And dude, like you see the all-seeing eye, pedo.
50 years.
Pedo.
Run, Forrest, run.
Look, this is not actually Tom Hanks' kids.
Pedo.
Tom Hanks is a pedo.
Sign the petition.
House Pizzagate. All this stuff. It's crazy. So, all right.
It's not actually Tom Hanks' kids.
Right?
Pedo Wood. Holy fuck.
Dude.
House Pizzagate.
Yeah, man.
Holy shit.
It's crazy, bro. And how about this?
How's that ankle bracelet feel?
Yeah. So listen.
The Great Awakening. Holy shit.
So listen, right? And again, I don't think any of this is true. It's so far-fetched.
I don't either.
It could be. It's fun to talk about, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad if Tom Hanks hears me, you know what I'm saying? It's not true.
Yeah.
Right? But they say Oprah's involved, and
I would bet a lot of money.
Actually, Oprah tweeted like 2 or 3 weeks ago that the rumors aren't true.
Didn't he just finish a movie?
I don't know. Yeah, I think he's in Australia. That's why he was there, right?
Yeah.
That's why I got Corona in there. Anyway, but he's like, so Oprah is supposedly involved in this, and Oprah was
on the dark side of it.
Yes.
Okay.
So she tweeted recently, 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, saying the rumors aren't true. No one raided my house. No one took anything. That I'm not in any trouble. Like, why would she? If this is all bullshit, why would she even address it? Someone that big. Why would you even address that? I don't get it. Right?
And if it gets that big, if it gets that big, who is the person that comes down on them? No, who's the one that comes down on them? Like if it's that huge and it's that worldwide, where our megastars are all wrapped up in this crazy scandal, who's busting them? The FBI?
I don't know, man.
Who? They say the FBI is corrupt. So
I know. Well, I haven't seen it on that thread.
Yeah.
On that dude's thread, there's something called Out of the Shadows and how the Hollywood is mixed up in this world.
Yeah.
Again, is it true? I don't know.
Aren't there rumors that Epstein was killed by inside, like FBI?
Right.
And
supposedly all these people. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Supposedly the island that Dana bought.
Yeah.
This is what I just heard Shab say. The island that Dana bought for the fights is the island they used to go called Fuck Island. That's where Epstein used to go take all those, like Bill Clinton, everybody.
No
Again,
way.
I'm just fucking talking shit because I don't know if any of this is true, but pretty interesting.
Shab said that with confidence.
He said that's the island. That's the rumor. That's the island. Yeah. So interesting. So okay, now fake news, right? It's a big topic nowadays, right? Fake news is everything. Donald Trump screaming fake news, and I feel like news is fake. The the WHO, the CDC, like they're fucking lying to us. Yep. You got people like politicians saying they're fucking lying to us. So it's like, Trump actually just said he's cutting their funding for the time being.
You get into times like these where people in power talk to the people, right? Whether it be your governor or your local legislatures or the president or the CDC in a time of crisis, people get so confused because people look to one voice of reason, right? They want one, and it's all over the place. Yeah. 3 weeks ago, we were told not to put on face masks. 3 weeks ago, do not buy face masks. You're taking them away from people that need them. No, it doesn't help. Right. Now they're saying you can't go into a place without them.
No. But that's they said leave those like the N95s for them, but just cover your face. They want you to just cover your face.
No, 3 weeks ago they were saying it doesn't.
No, because it doesn't help you.
Right.
But now they figured, like, listen, okay, if these people are going out when they're sick, at least let them cover themselves up so then they don't get other people sick. I think that's what they're getting at. You know what I mean?
I mean, I suppose. I don't know. It's contradictory, though. That's for sure.
Well, I mean, it's contradictory because they're like, listen, it doesn't work. Now they want us to do it. But
so
I think they want us to do it.
In 3 weeks, there's a mass influx of them now, or everybody?
No. They're saying They said, at least what I saw, leave the N95. You don't need the N95. Just cover your face with a bandana, with a T-shirt. That's the rule because supposedly that's not helping you stay safe. It's just keeping you from spreading your fucking germs.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well, gloves supposedly do nothing. You know, a lot of people are saying wear gloves.
The problem too, even with these face masks, is
they're saying gloves. You just cross contaminate. Just the best thing you can do is wash often your hands. That's what they're saying. I see everybody that has a face mask on has gloves on now.
I know. Well, listen. Like, first off, the face mask, you're not supposed to even touch the mask. Mm-hmm. You're supposed to only use this. Renee's mom's like one of the head nurses. She was for her whole life, and she's like, "There's protocol. Like, you learn how to put those stuff on and off. Like, people are just grabbing me myself. I'm using the same one. What the fuck?
Yeah, same thing.
You know. But I barely go anywhere, so I'm kind of avoiding it. But
you say you barely go anywhere. Let's get to the bottom of this. I know that you, and I know that you're keeping your family safe, and I know you're not strolling through Wawas and stuff. But every time I call you, you're like, I'm in the car. I drive. Where are you going?
I literally drive and don't get out of the car. I fucking drive and don't get out of the car.
All right.
I have not been in a Wawa. I've been in that red barn, getting groceries, and that's it.
Yep.
I had to get eggs for my kids for Easter.
Frankie had a beer delivery done, liquor delivery.
Yeah, dude, this is actually pretty incredible because I was like, man, I don't want to. This is actually a week ago. I'm like, I don't want to go to a liquor store, man. I was bugged out. I'm like, fuck, I want to get 12 pack something, you know?
How crazy is that?
It's called Grizzly. Grizzly is the app.
Is the app.
And bro, it's an app. It's like an Uber app. They pick a liquor store, Surf Liquors, hit it up. The dude's actually hooked me up with a 6-pack.
No
They're
shit.
Like, thanks for representing TR.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Surf Liquors, baby.
Shout out to Fireworks Company. What's the name of it?
Oh, Fire Heroes Backyard, right?
Backyard. No, Backyard Fireworks. So find them. They sent Frankie and I a nice little kid package to
Backyard Heroes Fireworks.
Backyard Heroes Fireworks. Shout out, boys. Thank you guys so much.
We haven't got to it yet because we had some shitty days. We got to
Same.
We got to a
it's
couple.
Weather's been so miserable.
I haven't know. Fucking Tino. What
do you do?
He's like, can I light a couple? I'm like, all right. I let him light 2. You know, little smoke bombs, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm like, no more. I go upstairs. My daughter, Tino threw it on the pool cover. He fucking, boom, threw it on the pool cover, burned the hole in my fucking pool cover. I'm like, you motherfucker.
A smoke bomb?
Yeah.
Really?
Burned the hole right in my pool cover.
Fuck.
I'm like, dude, my dog's going to fall into the pool now.
Yeah. Is it a big hole?
No, it's like.
Oh, yeah, but it'll
like
spread.
Like $50.
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
But, so okay, back to the fake news thing, right? So, you know, it's all over the place. Now, I watched a documentary. I had to buy it on iTunes called Hoaxed.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw that.
Nope.
And that's pretty much, it's like about fake news, you know, and from like the perspective of the right.
Okay.
You know what I mean? From the right side, the conservative side, the Republican side.
Right.
And you can see it. There's fucking fake news left and right, you know? And then I turned it off and I'm just watching on the couch.
You ever see where they're caught, where there'll be like a a newscaster on one corner here, and there'll be another one, and they'll be talking to each other like they're in completely different states, and then a fucking car will drive by and like video them on the phone, and it'll catch them both like
Really?
panning.
Oh, no,
It's happened, bro.
yeah.
It's happened.
I believe it.
And then like bombings, they'll claim bombings that happen in like wherever, Syria, Palestine, or whatever, and it'll be fucking footage from some house they blew up in Oklahoma or something.
No, but then I happened to watch halfway through. I just turned it off, and boom, right on was After Truth, Disinformation, The Cost of Fake News, which was on HBO's documentary, and that's pretty much the left side looking at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can see both of them are fucking playing this game, bro.
Yeah, no, for
and
sure.
I feel like that's what they want. That's what they say. That's what they say. They want us divided and fighting amongst ourselves, so we're not looking at the bigger picture.
Well, we've been left for a long time, man, and we just took a hard right turn when Trump got in. You know what I mean? I feel like we're just on a different trajectory than we were for the last decade or so.
It depends who you ask. I mean, Middle America has been that way forever.
Okay, but Middle America didn't win the vote. As far as presidency go, the Middle America, we've had a Democrat president for a long time now. We finally got
8 years. I mean, but then we had how about this? Since I've been born, right? Reagan was my first. We had Reagan, who was
best president ever.
He was a Republican.
Yeah.
You think he was best?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you that.
I
don't
Reagan.
know.
In my lifetime, Reagan.
I don't know. I didn't know.
In my lifetime, yeah.
I didn't know enough back then or now. I didn't even know enough to say who's the best. But,
I mean, I was too young to really know.
So it was
policy.
Reagan. He did 2 terms, right?
Yep.
And then you had Bush. He did 1 term. That was Republican. Then you had
his
Clinton
son
did.
Clinton. Yeah.
No, Clinton do 2 terms.
Yeah.
Then you had Bush do 2 terms. Then you had Obama do 2 terms.
Right.
Mostly. So, bro, it goes back and forth every time. It's it's a circle jerk, bro. That's what it is.
I don't necessarily disagree, but it is our system. So, how do you circumnavigate our system?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I just feel like it's all a facade. You know what I mean? It's all a facade.
You think we're just puppets?
We're
just puppets. Wouldn't we be fools to watch the news?
Yeah, what else is there to do?
Mm.
That's exactly it.
I believe you can watch it, but you can't get overly, you can't get. I have not panicked or freaked out or anything once during this whole pandemic. I have not, I've for I guess erring on the side of caution, I've obeyed, the CDC guidelines as best I can. I go to work, I'm an essential employee, but I haven't freaked, I haven't panicked. I feel like everybody is panicking. Everybody is freaking the fuck out.
I mean, maybe, I don't know, the thing is, you see it on social media, people are panicking.
People are panicking, bro. They are.
But when you walk around, no one's fucking panicking, right? Right? I just feel like
everything is... I've run into a few people freaking out, yeah.
I don't know. Everything is magnified on social media.
Yeah.
I feel like in real life, it's not... I don't know. I just think, dude... It's just crazy.
People are calling on their neighbors, bro. If like
that's
three
that's
kids
crazy.
are together, like
that's crazy, man. That's some bullshit. Tim Kennedy's like, bro, that's just like Nazi Germany. Like you were fucking telling on the Jews and stuff like that. Like, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah. It is. I listen. If you're calling on your neighbors, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless they're having a raging house party or something.
Yeah, or if they're affecting someone else. Yeah.
If they're friends, small number, or immediate family are coming over,
bro, it's ridiculous.
And you're calling on them from 4 houses down, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah, bro. Did you see the thing though? Again, this is Tim Kennedy. I think of Michigan. The governor or whatever, the mayor was signing something saying you get a $1,000 fine if you get caught not social distancing, and there's literally 15 people fucking arm to arm. Like what?
Right.
What are you guys? What are you guys doing?
Right. Well, that's just. Thumbing your nose at the system, basically. That's just trying to point prove. I don't agree with that. But I'm saying, if in your own household, you're comfortable with something, you're not jeopardizing others, and I know everybody's going to jump all over me, but you are. When you leave there and go to the store, I'm just saying, if you're calling on your neighbors, it is like Nazi Germany. It really is.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It's ridiculous. This is going to... The bottle's gonna pop sooner or later. You know what I mean? Like what's gonna?
I'm telling you, man.
Can't do this too long.
I'm telling you when this is gonna be over. Not over, but I'm telling you when there's gonna be real problems. We're on what, week 4? How far are we in now?
I think 4 weeks in. Yeah,
4 weeks in. When you get a stretch of weather, we got some shitty weather coming up, right? For the next week, it's only supposed to be like in the 50s, a bunch of rain, overcast. When we get a week-long stretch of 90-degree fucking hot sunny days,
what do they do? The beaches are closed.
People are gonna fucking flip the fuck out. People are gonna flip the fuck out, bro. Already. I was talking to my buddy in Bricktown yesterday. He's a cop. He pulled up next to me. I was working. He was working. He pulled up next to me, showing me all the shit he's got to wear. He's got to wear glasses. He's got to wear the mask. He's got to wear, safety glasses. He's got to wear what was the other thing?
Face shield. Right?
No, not a face shield. Safety glasses, mask, and it was one other thing. It's like protocol they got to wear, kicking people out of parks and shit like that, and it's crazy. But I'm saying when the weather turns and the weather comes off really nice and people want to actually be outside, it's not that hard to be inside when it's like 40, 50 degrees out and it's raining, it's overcast and it's shitty. When it gets fucking nice, I know what he said, domestic violence cases are through the roof.
Oh,
you know what I mean? People are stuck home, and liquor stores are open.
Yeah,
people are drinking at home and shit. And he said they're responding to a ton of them.
Dude, I would hate to be a cop right now.
Yeah,
beat the. Don't
cops. No, bro. Even he was like, "Oh, this is fucking stupid, bro." He's like, "I'm responding to grocery stores where people are fucking recalling on other people for not wearing gloves or not wearing masks." Making a huge deal out of it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
That's what I mean by people freaking out. If you're in the grocery store and you're buying your fucking groceries and you spot somebody not wearing a mask and you're calling the fucking police from inside the store, you're a fucking loser. How do you think?
They're not
how do you think that produce is getting to you?
That's the problem.
You think that the whole chain, the whole line with all the truckers and getting picked off the vine and all, you think that nobody fucking, not one person didn't have a mask on? Like, it's dumb.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's dumb.
It is dumb, and it kind of sucks that we're living through this, but
the economy is
it's in the gutter, bro.
It's in the gutter, and it's not going to come back if things don't reopen soon. Mom and pop businesses, bro, are getting killed right now. Killed. And, the government's response is you'll get a $1,200 stimulus check.
No, but
nobody's gotten one yet.
I hear this. All these small businesses have been hitting them up. Nothing. They can't even get fucking responses back.
Right.
So what these people do? People are gonna.
That's the lifeblood of America, bro.
Like we're on. All right, month 1 is done, right?
Yeah.
We're here for a month. No, everyone's out of work for a month.
Yeah.
Okay, they probably not. They may not have. But most likely, okay, they had enough money to pay themselves for that month.
Right. That's
a lot of people live check to check.
Right.
So now what the fuck are they gonna do?
You can beg, borrow, steal, and live off your reserves for about a month.
Yeah.
Some people maybe 2. The wealthy.
Right.
Maybe could go a year.
Yeah.
But most people, a month, 2 months, maybe 3 months. We're through month 1 already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Government's made promises. $1,200 checks are coming.
And it hasn't come yet, right?
Well, supposedly.
But not even that. Like I heard they were going to give like
but
breaks
even
to small
unemployment.
businesses.
Even unemployment. Most people haven't received unemployment.
Right.
You know, at some point, man, there's going to be rioting in the streets.
This is what I heard. Now, my attorney, right?
Yeah.
This is what he said. A lot of people, they're getting like the stimulus package and all, and they're unemployment.
Getting, but haven't got yet, right? Yeah.
So pretty much, like, say you worked at Dunkin' Donuts.
Yep.
Right? You worked at Dunkin' Donuts. You made pretty much $25,000 a year. Now you're gonna be able to make $50,000 a year, not going to work at all.
Which
so
is
once
crazy.
once work comes back in, you think they're gonna go to work? No, because they're going to give you that money. They don't have to look for a job.
Well, the stimulus, the extra $600 is only guaranteed right now, I think, until the end of July. So that's not that far off.
Okay.
That's the extra $600. You max out, your unemployment max out, I think, is like right around $700 a week in Jersey. That's max out. So you would get an additional $600 a week, but that's only guaranteed till the end of July, and then you're back to $700. You know, $700 is not bad, sit home, but can you live off it? You know, you probably could squeak by, but not in Jersey. It's hard to live off $700 a week in Jersey. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah, man.
So, I don't know what's going to happen, but that stimulus, that extra money that you get, that's not a guarantee for the lifetime of your unemployment.
Right. Well, yeah. But he said pretty much they will be making more money sitting home.
Yeah.
What's the incentive to come back to work?
I agree.
You know?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's very backwards thinking. You know, I don't agree with the shutting down of the economy. I think there was a way to do it where you protect the most vulnerable as best you can. There's going to be fatalities. There just is. I mean, the flu has fatalities. There's going to be fatalities. This is a pandemic. It's a major thing. But to shut down the American economy for months and months at a time.
Like, I don't want to be insensitive about it.
That's what's worse, starving to death in the streets when you can't feed your family, or, you know.
Like, I think that's the thing. What sucks is, like, it's like people want you to take a side. Either I want business to open, we need to get back going, or oh my God, we need to really worry about everybody. Why can't we be both? Like, I'm kind of worried about both. Like,
I think both.
Like, I think we need to worry about the people that can get sick. I think we need to worry about our economy. Like, we gotta do something here.
I think both. I think both. I think what our governor is doing and what basically the nation as a whole is doing is the most extreme measure you can do, shutting down the American economy and, you know, protecting everybody. I think that you have to do the best you can to navigate both. You know what I mean?
Fucking Kennedy's like had the picture of George Washington put his finger up saying, "We fought a revolution during a smallpox epidemic.
Right.
Fucking pussies."
Yeah. That's very true. But we are pussies. We are. We live in
yourself, bro. Speak for yourself.
We do. We live in a world of pussies, man. Everybody wants something for nothing. Nobody wants to work.
Everything's easy, man.
Everything's
too easy, right?
Yep, I agree.
Everything is too easy. That's why, like, we're political correctness got too out of hand.
Mm-hmm. Totally agree. You gotta, just to be alive, you gotta be tough. I'm not just talking about here in America. I'm talking about anywhere you live. Anywhere you live.
Hey, like Henzo is the fighting's the best thing a man can have in his soul.
I agree.
And I might have said this before, but like it doesn't mean like being tough.
Right.
It's like, yo, I gotta fight to get out of bed in the fucking morning.
Correct.
I gotta fight to not eat that fucking cheesecake after dinner.
Doesn't it strip you right down to the core of who you are, and you figure out who you are when you have to fight for things? And if everything is handed to you, you're kind of soulless. You're kind of soulless.
Everybody.
And if we look to the government to hand it to us,
half of everybody won at least one time in their life.
Half of everybody what?
I mean, not half everybody. I mean, everybody at least won one time in their life.
Oh yeah, everybody. By being born,
by being that sperm,
yeah.
right? We're all half sperm, half egg, right?
Yeah.
So all of us were a sperm. Men and women were a sperm at one time, right?
Yeah.
And we fucking made it to the egg. We won.
Yeah.
Everybody's a winner at first. You start out as a winner.
Well, that's true.
I guess then after that, it's a fucking
race to that egg.
It's a dice crap,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of my sperm have raced to the end of a sock to be completely disappointed. Fuck.
Shit.
Got lint in my hair. Yeah, man, I don't know. I'm sure, we're going to get a ton of comments about people like, you fucking idiots, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, I'm here to tell you, neither do you.
Yeah.
Neither do you.
This is true.
You have a theory. We have theories. The government has theories. Business owners have theories. The CDC has theories. Everybody's got fucking theories.
Yeah.
I'm not claiming to be an expert. I'm just, this is just my perspective. So feel free to call me an idiot, but you're no fucking genius either.
How about a silver lining in all this, I guess, is last month was the first March without the school shooting in the United States since 2002.
Because it's impossible, yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Shit. But hey,
yeah.
It's just fucking nuts, though. Either way you look at it, that's fucking nuts.
I feel like that is skewed reporting. There's no way that every single month, every single fucking month during the school year since 2002, there was a school shooting.
No,
you know how they get away?
March. Not every single month.
Oh, March.
I'm going to read it to you.
I was going to say, they skew fucking reports like that. It pisses me off.
No, for sure, but that's not what it said.
They'll take a shooting.
Last month was the first March, so the first March since 2002.
Okay.
But still, the fucking since in 2003 all the way to 2019, there fucking was a shooting in March. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, I guess it could be. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's what they call school shootings. If you're in a school zone, and somebody in the park shoots a fucking tree or something, they call it a school. It's ridiculous how they skew it.
There's still fucking enough crazy school shootings.
Listen, I'm not going to disagree. But we could go down that rabbit hole if you want to. My take on that would be address mental illness, because no gun has ever killed anybody. It's the person behind the gun.
I kind of agree. I do. I mean, I think there's
people have to give up your
people
have to give up your HIPAA rights.
Happen, but as far as I don't know how to look at
very
that.
Few,
I don't think there's
very few
but listen, I have a gun.
Completely sane people who have committed mass murders on a grand scale, especially a school shooting, without a ton of warning signs. There's been very few.
I don't know all that. I'm just saying. I'm a gun owner, so but I do think like you got to be I kind of like how Jersey does it. They're pretty fucking strict.
Pretty. We might be the strictest.
Yeah.
Us in New York might be the two strictest states.
So I feel like
in
that's
the United
cool.
States.
That's cool to me.
I jumped through those hoops.
That's
I
cool.
didn't mind it.
That's cool to me. If it's gonna save someone,
I didn't mind it.
Cool,
but then you have states that are constitutional scary states that have much lower crime stats than we do, which means if you're a resident in that state, you can constitutionally carry. Why is that? What's your explanation for that?
What do you mean?
Constitutional carry, meaning you have the right to bear arms. Maine, for example, where I grew up.
Without
if you're a resident
even
there,
asking, or without firearm ID, anything. You just
correct.
You live there. You
constitutional carry state, correct? And they have much lower crime rates.
Well, bro, come on, you can't compare Maine.
Well,
to
I knew you were going to say
New
that, but
Jersey.
okay.
But, I mean,
Texas is a red state.
Yeah.
Texas is a
You
huge
think
state.
they have less crime? Do they? Less shootings? I don't know. Do they?
Listen, I'm not going to sit here and quote stats that I don't know because that wouldn't be fair. But I'm pretty sure they have less, murder rate than New Jersey does, and New Jersey is a much maybe denser state. But
New Jersey's the most dense.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah.
Not a problem.
Some shit air over here too.
Yeah, but it's the most dense, bro. You're here. That's what you got denser once you got here.
Yeah, again, we're just a couple idiots just giving our opinions, but I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. I jumped through all those hoops, and I was happy to do it.
No, but how about this, though? This is a little crazy,
What?
all right? It is a little crazy. Because I didn't grow up shooting guns. I didn't grow up in the fucking woods, right? I didn't. So I got a fucking gun. I got a gun permit, and I was able to go get a fucking gun.
Yeah.
No one taught me how to shoot it. No one taught me how to load it. Nothing.
Okay, but how old were you when you got it?
In my 20s.
Were you? I thought you were in your 30s. Okay, you were in your 20s?
No.
I thought you just got it recently.
No.
And
Probably
what is
maybe
your
20, 30, something
what
like
is your criminal history?
None, zero.
Exactly. So why shouldn't you have a gun?
No. I didn't say that. No.
Okay.
But it's like they gave me a gun without teaching me how to use it.
Well,
Like, yo, dude, it's like you don't get your license. Oh, here's 17.
Wait a minute, bro. You're going to count fucking driver's ed and driving around for
I
4 hours as really being...
Bro, yeah, at least I fucking handled a car at least once, a little bit. Yes, 100%.
Well,
it's
not in the Constitution that you can drive a car. It is in the Constitution.
I'm not
that
saying
you can own a
anybody
gun.
should fucking. I'm just saying anybody that gets a gun should have to take a fucking lesson. Why not have a lesson? How can I? The more familiar.
Listen, if you're gonna jump, I'll put it like this: if you're gonna jump, okay.
The more familiar you are with it, the safer you're gonna be. Hands down.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't fucking know what you're doing. I had someone show me. I had a cop friend show me how to shoot, how to load it, how to do all that stuff.
Okay.
But I mean, it would be like I feel.
So
like
you think if the cop friend didn't, you'd have an accidental shooting and maybe shoot someone?
I don't think I would because I'm a pretty responsible person
Okay.
and I'm pretty careful, especially with something that's fucking can kill you.
Okay.
But
I would say the responsibility lies on you to learn that.
Yeah, yes and no,
That's
man.
what I would say.
I guess. I mean, if they're already clearing you enough that you're able to get
Who
a gun.
showed you how to shoot fireworks off?
Probably
Who showed
my dad.
you? Who gave you a lesson?
My dad.
Okay. All right. Well, Tino burned a hole in your pool. Maybe you didn't teach Tino
I
better.
didn't teach him good. No, you're right. Yeah.
I'm saying there are things in life, and yes, probably guns are the most extreme example, where the responsibility falls on you to learn it. If you're a listen, criminals are going to do what they shoot fucking sideways and throw guns at you. You know what I mean? But as a law-abiding citizen, responsibilities fall back to you to learn how to properly handle.
I'm just saying. I don't know, man. I just think.
Let me ask you
why
this.
not?
Let
What's the problem? We have to go.
Let me ask you this.
We have to go give references. You have to go give this. You have to go give that. They do a background check. Okay, like okay, come. You go to the range. Boom, 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 boom. They teach you. You shoot a couple fucking rounds. Okay, son, you got your fucking pass. I don't think anything's wrong with that.
What was your drive and motivation to get a gun? Why did you want to get one?
Because it's fucking cool.
Okay.
Have a gun.
Cool?
Kind of cool.
Really?
No, honestly, I don't know why I did, man. Because I think my
I
cousin got one. I'm like, yeah, it's good to have in the house, dude. I haven't shot it in fucking 3 years.
Yeah, well, I probably haven't shot mine in a couple of years.
You know.
And when I go to Maine, I always do because I can shoot out the back door.
Yeah, but if I could shoot out my house, I probably would shoot much more often.
And that's how I grew up. I mostly own here for home protection. 90%.
Yeah,
of the
I guess.
reason
I mean, I have a safe right next to my bed.
Right.
You know.
So I don't. If I
that's
went to
where
the
it is.
range once a year, I can hit center mass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I actually shoot decent. I mean, I don't know how good I am. That's what I want to do, bro. That's something I want to really do. I want to go into like one of those teach you how to clear a room, teach you how to.
They used to do it at Brick Armory. They did it with airsoft. You know what I mean?
Really,
because
where you walk in. I've done it actually with the police. Vinny Pedalino's, and he teaches the cops.
Yep.
So I went there, and me and him were the bad guys in the car. And we had to not listen to him. They shot me with those
airsoft.
Not airsoft. It was
paintball.
The fuse. I don't
know.
Fuse seal. It's like it looks like a bullet.
Okay.
And it shoots out of the gun.
All right.
But it's a blank, but it fucking hits you. It stings a little bit, you know? And I'm like, all right, I give up. But it was cool. But I would love to do something like that where, like some John Wick shit, boom, 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 learn how to really handle a gun just to be more confident.
Yeah. Well,
It's it's like you said, if you fought, if you were gonna get into a fight, you'd want to fucking train for a little bit, right? Of course, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, we have guns, and do I know how to shoot a gun straight line? Yeah. If I'm in a fucking booth, line it up, boom, boom, boom. But something happens in my house.
You went from one extreme right to the fucking other, bro. You just talked about owning your first gun, right? First gun you've ever owned, didn't grow up shooting, and you went to competitive shooting, which is
I didn't. You're wrong.
Extreme.
You're wrong. I didn't say competitive shooting.
You said John Wick shit. I
want to learn how to do like that.
That's competitive shooting.
No, not competitive. I don't want to compete. I want to learn how to do it the correct way. How to clear a room the correct way.
That will never happen in real life, though.
What?
You're never gonna have to clear a room in real life,
bro. How do you know if you have an intruder in your house? You don't have to clear a room. You don't have to see if he's in a fuck. You're gonna walk. You're just gonna blindly walk in. I'm saying there's ways to walk into a room the right way with a gun.
Okay,
all right. I want to learn that way. I want to learn that.
All right. Well, you were given an example of a tactical team talking about the cops, and now you're talking about protecting your family. Which if you mean it that way.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I'm saying the more you fucking like you ever see those videos where they're going, they got a handgun. They're like boom boom boom. And then they're going down. They're running a little bit, and then boom, 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 boom.
It's competitive shooting.
I get it, but that's more like real shit to me because, boom, the guy comes to my house.
Those people are called operators. They're the baddest.
Yeah, I feel like. But listen,
hundreds of thousands of rounds they probably shoot. Literally,
if you get good at that, you're gonna be able to protect your family better.
I don't know about hundreds of thousands, but tens of thousands.
But you know what I'm saying? You get good at that, even if you just practice once a week or once a month. You're gonna get better at protecting your family. Yeah. That's what I feel. It's like anything.
That's kind of
the more you practice it, the better you get. Right?
The average person that's gonna break in your house is a fucking crackhead that has no no tactical skill himself. He's not gonna be barrel rolling over your kitchen table.
So a dude breaks in your house, you grabbing your gun right away?
Fuck yeah, bro.
And then what? Do you know? I mean,
I say that. It's very hard. First of all, I say fuck yeah. I have a biometric safe near my bed. That's a thumbprint. My kids, biometric. I put my thumbprint on it. Opens. My pistol's there loaded. My kids can't get in it. Won't recognize their fingerprint. Opens right away, and that's easy access. It's right there. I can be at the ready. And then I have a big, huge safe in my living room full of shit. You know what I mean? But I have one at the ready. If somebody broke into my house, honestly, I don't know that I would grab my gun because the chances of them having a gun are probably pretty slim. They're probably breaking in because they're a crackhead. They want to steal something, right? I really, truly think I would just beat the ever-loving fucking shit out of them. Yeah. I do. I still have enough. God
forbid they had a gun.
Cognitive ability. I think the odds of that are pretty slim, but it could be, yeah. But I think I have enough cognitive ability to, no matter how angry I was or how pissed off I got, to be like, listen, man, if you shoot somebody in the state of New Jersey, you're going to, at the very least, have to have a hell of a defense to get out of not going to prison.
Isn't that it's crazy, though,
yeah,
no?
We're not.
I heard if you shoot him, you got to kill him.
Well, no. Well, yeah, because then they can't talk.
Yeah.
So in the state of New Jersey, you're supposed to retreat to the furthest part.
And then you go in the knife drawer.
To the furthest possible point.
Stab yourself in the stomach a couple times.
Yeah. So you literally, if a guy came through your front door and came into your bedroom, you would either have to retreat to the furthest point of that bedroom or go into the closet or whatever, and then you could defend yourself if he kept approaching you and you felt like your life was in jeopardy.
What?
Like
really?
Like Texas, for example, is a stand your ground state. If I'm standing
Florida,
right here, Florida, I believe is, and you come at me, I can smoke you because it's a stand your ground. I'm standing my ground. I don't have to back up.
But if I feel like my kids are in danger though, then I think you got a little bit more weight.
Here's what it boils down to. Anybody can say whatever they want. This is what it boils down to: articulation. You have to articulate why you shot that person, and you have to make it sound sensible. Now, I think if that happens, I think less is more. I think the less you say, the better. Now, if you truly shot somebody because you thought they were going to endanger your kids or hurt your kids in some way or hurt you or your family, you just state that, and then you turn it over to the attorney at that point. The less you say, the better. Cops are going to ask you how, why, when, where was he, where were you? You just say, look, I felt like my life was in jeopardy and my family's life was in jeopardy, and I felt like I had to do what I had to do. And then you say, I'm turning it over to my attorney at this point.
I'm not going to comment just in case this comes up and I fucking really off somebody. Yeah. I'm not going to
Only because of the state we live in, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, I would say, my wife would say, if someone comes to my house, they're fucking dead.
Yeah, I agree. I mean? And they should be.
Not even with a gun, man. I'm going to choke that motherfucker to death,
that's
bro.
What I'm saying.
What are you trying to do here?
That's what I'm saying.
But no, I mean, I don't think anybody's going to break it.
This is your kingdom. Where if you can't feel safe in your own kingdom, in the one place in the world,
kids, bro.
The one place in the world, where can you? Where can you then?
But don't you think if someone broke in my house to your house, you think, like I would think, I know this motherfucker. Right? Or this guy knows me. Something.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. That's what I would think right away.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh, some guy just stumbled into my fucking house. Maybe. I guess.
You would think this guy knows me and let me see who it is. I would think if that. Listen, if I hear
they know me.
If I hear a window break or something, that fucker don't know me.
Yeah,
he's gonna knock on the door or ring the bell.
No,
or say, Roger, where you at?
I don't mean know you, like coming to see you.
Oh, I think you have money.
He knows who we are.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't know them.
Why, Frankie Edgar? Why anybody that knows who you are want to break in your fucking house?
I mean, you never know.
Why?
I mean, dude, players, big ass football players get their house broken in.
Yeah,
you know?
I suppose.
People sometimes want to go after that's when they bring a gun.
Yeah.
That's when they bring a gun.
Yeah.
That's when I want to get that fucking tactical training, baby.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man, if that's what you want to do, knock yourself out.
We should do that, man. We should do that.
I'll do it.
That'd be fun.
I'm not an operator by any stretch of the imagination, but
run a mile.
I do. Yeah. Dude, I walked 5 miles last night.
Walked?
I walked 5 miles with my girl. She wanted to go feed ducks, and she was like, I go down this road. It's on the water side of Fisher. She's like, I walk all the way down. I do this loop, and there's ducks always out there.
Wait, you do?
No, she does.
Oh.
So she's like, she does it with her girlfriend. Mm-hmm. So she's like, let's go tonight. So it was like 7:00 at night. It was a beautiful night. Yesterday was the most miserable day ever.
I went for a bike ride. It was awesome.
And it fucking cleared up by like 7 o'clock. It was gorgeous.
It was, man.
And you would have never believed it. It was a monsoon. People, not you, but people that
the trees went down.
Trees falling. It was and then at 7 o'clock, fucking beautiful. So we went for a walk. We did a 5-mile loop. Bro, and obviously not winded from walking, but my fucking hip flexors today are sore as shit just because I never walked.
I'm sore from walking.
I'm telling you, my hip flexors are fucking sore.
You better start hitting that
I'm out of shape,
son.
bro. I'm out of shape.
You got a treadmill at the house?
No.
Nothing, no.
I got a little house, bro. I got a little ranch that I had to move back into. So
I got the gym down here, man.
Yeah. I used to do, the stair stepper and shit like that at the gym, and my hip flexors never bothered me. But I fucking walked last night, and I woke up this morning. I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with my hip?"
Did you find some ducks?
No
ducks.
No.
Is it ducks?
She was like Hansel and Gretel on the way back, just like leaving a fucking trail. I'm like, "What? There's no ducks. What are you doing?" Yeah.
Oh man, bro. So they're saying no sports until
next year.
No. But with a crowd, I think they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back with no audience like the UFC's. But I seen Florida just got WWE's in Florida, so now they're gonna allow UFC to come there maybe.
Oh wow!
So that's gonna be a way to probably get some fights. But
why Florida just makes its own rules?
I guess, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they considered professional athletes or professional entertainers essential.
So why wouldn't they let like the Florida Marlins continue to play then?
That's the MLB. I think as a whole has to come up.
I suppose they would need an opponent, yeah. But every team could go there and play.
But they were with baseball, the MLB. They were talking about going to Arizona because there's like 20 stadiums right in a little area, so they could have the whole season right there. All the players right there. But I don't know. But they're saying no fans maybe till fall. It's just crazy, bro.
I don't know, man. I feel like you said, we got through a month. Like a month, people could do a month. Financially, people could do a month, and nobody's got really checks yet. They say that the first round's gone out, but nobody I know has got the stimulus check. Nobody I know has got unemployment that was laid off from this. I know people that were already laid off prior that got unemployment, and we're 1 month in. You think people are going to go till the fall like this? I don't. I think there's going to be fucking rioting, bro. Rioting.
Dude, summertime around here is where it's at, bro. You're going to take that away from me? I might kill somebody.
I just don't. I don't see. And if they're going to do that, the economy is going to crash. People are going to stop paying their mortgage. People are going to, the domestic violence is going to go through the fucking roof. America is going to come apart at the seams. It is. You have to get people back to work. You do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I seen Murphy was talking about him and Cuomo and Massachusetts and Pennsylvania, and I think Delaware governor are all trying to figure out a plan to open up. I hear California.
Open up what?
Open up businesses,
Specific or
no? He didn't say specific. They're starting to look at a plan. But then I seen today, dude, like we had 4,000 more cases today.
Yeah.
300 deaths or something.
I know.
Like, dude.
What is your take on that the theory that no matter what, no matter which way this goes, no matter how long we drag it out, or if we herd immunity is going to be the answer to this? Like that's what lot of people are saying.
Another thing I heard. California is doing really well. They don't have many cases considered how populated they are. Mm-hmm. And they think that the coronavirus might have been there fucking last fall.
Okay.
And they build up a herd immunity.
Right.
So I'm like, wow, if that's the case, why don't we all fucking do that?
There's
I don't understand
there's a theory that we're just slowing it down. This flattening of the curve is just spreading out herd immunity over a long period of time rather than
just killing it and boom, be done
rather
with it.
than just people basically doing the best they can do, not trying to spread it, and herd immunity running its natural course.
But I heard if you don't do that, the reason they're saying they're against that is
because the hospitals can't hold it.
The hospitals can't handle it.
Would you hear Javits Center, right? They turned Javits Center into a temporary makeshift hospital.
Right. And they don't, it's not even full or something?
There's like nobody there, bro.
Yeah.
There's nobody there. There's nobody in it. They had they have like the National Guard, the Army, or whoever outside protecting it. And
well, here hospitals, they said some hospitals are empty.
I know a buddy that knew some people there that were guarding it or whatever, and they're not supposed to talk, they're not supposed to say anything, but they're basically like, bro, there's fucking nobody in there. There's nobody in there. It's like 100 people in there.
But it's not supposed to be for corona patients. That's why that place is supposed to be for just people that need the hospital.
Well, okay, but if either way, if the hospitals are inundated with people,
right? You think it's also people that like would normally like, I'm gonna go to the hospital. They're probably like, fuck it, I'm not going now. I don't want to go.
Listen, maybe, but I don't know. Again, you can go down many number of rabbit holes with this and many number of conspiracy theories, but the bottom line is America has to return to normal. Yeah. And I think the sooner the better.
Come back. How the fuck can we?
Yeah. You say that. How the fuck can we? But if you're a mom in a pop business, let's say you're well, how about the guy right next to Ken's Hardware? He's a dad. He's got an autistic son. He's a dad. I can't remember his name. He's the nicest guy.
Glasses.
He
has
wears glasses.
The FedEx place.
No, he's right next to the FedEx place. I know the FedEx guy too.
What are you talking about?
It's called Famished.
Oh, I didn't know.
Right?
What is it? A food?
It's a burger joint.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really good.
Is it?
Good. Yeah, I go there all the time.
Damn.
He's the nicest guy.
Really?
He's the nicest guy.
Good
Has the
food?
best wraps. Has the best burgers. He's the nicest guy.
I didn't even know it existed.
And he's got an autistic son, highly autistic son. Let's say you're him and you're shut down for 2-3 months. How do you reopen? First of all your food goes bad. Even if it's freezer or refrigerator, it's going to go bad.
Is he doing takeout and all that stuff, though?
Not every place does takeout. I've never known him to do takeout before this. I would assume that he didn't just start doing takeout now.
I did takeout for the first time. We've been doing Eat Clean Bro, of course. But then my wife's been cooking.
Yeah.
But we did takeout the other day. Kathy's. It's by Kmart by Tom's for Fitness.
Never heard of. I know where Kmart is.
Joint, bro.
Really?
Really good, man.
No shit.
Really good. Definitely.
I went to. I had to go get the laptop from Blue because now Big Perm's not here, so Frankie and I can stay 6 feet apart and not break any social distancing rules. So we're kind of doing this on our own, but we still give all our recorded stuff to Lou. Well, Lou lives all the way down in Barnegat, like 40 minutes away. So me and my girl took a ride down to get the laptop to record tonight's thing or whatever, and she's like, let's go to Costco. We have the mask, we have the gloves, we have everything. But she's like, let's go down here because it's not as popular. So we went to the Costco in Manahawkin. Bro, nobody there.
Really?
Nobody there.
Wow.
Tons of paper towels, fucking everything.
Not our place.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Right.
Meats, they had steaks. Like you go to ShopRite around it, you can't fucking buy a steak. Go to Costco. I shouldn't have said that. That should have been my best kept secret.
Yeah.
It was Costco up on the Manalapan border up there.
Oh man, I've been ordering. You ever do butcher
Block?
But not Butcher Block. That's the best place we eat at. Right?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Butcher Box, actually. No. It's all grass fed.
Oh, meat. They ship it to you.
They shipped it.
Yeah, I've heard about it. But
I did that.
I'm loyal like you are to not. That's not to say I don't do takeout from restaurants and stuff, but to stuff like that, I'm always loyal to Jamie.
This is just meat. This is
just
like
meat?
food. This
Okay.
is like you just order steaks and fish and stuff.
Oh, bro, the Frank Yeager. There's no better steak than the Frank Yeager,
that's
bro.
Like a meal. That's like a meal you eat. This is a meal you have to prepare.
Sometimes if I have a backyard barbecue, I order like 17 of them. I just put them on the grill and
But this is like raw. It's not.
I know what
cooked
you're
or
saying.
anything.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I've seen
they
it.
got good bacon.
I've seen it advertised. Do they? I like that Canadian bacon, bro. That big, thick
shit. It's got like the maple bacon.
Oh, I like that. You're making me hungry now, man.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna order something when I leave here.
Kathy's, bro. Hit them up. They're
Italian.
Brand new. They just opened up 2 before this. So you kind of feel for them.
All right. I'll check it out. Yeah.
They're good. They're real good.
They got a menu. They got an online menu. I'm sure. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Tardy's, one of my favorite little Italian places around here. I don't think he's open.
No, I didn't.
But there's a family-owned business right there that doesn't do takeout. What happens to him?
He never did takeout?
Listen, could be wrong. I don't know.
Hey, listen, you got to adjust and adapt.
You drive by that whole strip mall, the whole thing. Like Pedro.
I I think
our
the
barbershop.
taco place over there is open.
Is it?
Yeah, that place is pretty good
yeah,
too.
I've been there. I had your recommendation from there. The
Yeah,
shrimp,
spicy shrimp taco.
spicy shrimp taco. So good, yeah.
Casa del Sol.
Casa del Sol, yeah. Shout out Casa del Sol. Good spot. If you guys are looking for some good authentic Mexican food, yeah, good spot.
Spicy shrimp taco.
Spicy shrimp taco was on point.
Jam. Well, I don't know, man. This is crazy time. I feel like it's like a fucking stuttering box, bro.
I feel like the last 4 podcasts we've done is talking about this, and
but
what the fuck do you talk about?
I listen to Rogan's podcast quite a bit, and that's what he's fucking talking about too, man.
Something we're gonna try to put together for you guys if we can, because I know you guys like.
Yeah, you ever measure your arms, your biceps?
I did.
I know you did.
Bro, I haven't worked out in a month. I haven't done anything. I bought a pull-up bar and a fucking ab wheel the other day. I just put it together last night. I'm gonna start using it.
Dude, let's go. What the fuck is wrong? Come on, man. You need me to send you workouts?
I like getting fat.
Want me to send you workouts? Come on.
Yeah. I like getting fat.
What size?
This guy's ADD. The biggest they ever were was like 20 inches. The biggest they ever were.
20.
Yeah. Not now. They're probably like 17
I got like
now.
15s maybe.
You got 15 guns? Yeah. Doesn't matter, bro. Doesn't matter. I mean, does it look good as far as just I'm 6'4", so I should have a big arm. But it doesn't mean you're a badass. It doesn't mean anything, bro.
Who gives a fuck? You want to look good, no?
I want to look good. Yeah. That's why the only reason I ever went to the gym is because I wanted to look good.
But it's good for you.
Yeah.
Lifting weights is good for you. It's good for your bones, all that stuff.
I agree. My hip flexors wouldn't be shot if I did more squats.
you lift legs though?
I do. Yeah, I don't have big legs, but I lift them. I squat.
I lift legs. It's hard. I'm kind of limited with leg stuff today. I have a barbell. I just ordered a T-bar, but I have a barbell, but I don't have a rack for it. So I just bought like these makeshift racks. I'm just waiting for it to come in.
Yeah. For squatting,
benching, anything. I don't have anything to put the barbell on. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I just said fuck it. I bought a pull-up bar, which you can. It came with gravity boots, so I can do some crunches with that shit. I put my girl up there yesterday. I didn't put her up there. I was putting it together, and she's like, "What are those boots?" She said, "What are those snow boots?" She thought they were snow boots. I said, "They're gravity boots." And she's like, "What do they do?" I said, "We hang upside down." So she's like, "I want to do it. Super pumped." So I was like, all right. And I told her how to get up there. She couldn't get up there. You're supposed to hold the one inside bar and flip your legs up.
Yeah.
And in her defense, because she'll get mad at me, we put them on backwards. The hooks were on the wrong side, right? The hooks were in the front. They're supposed to be in the back.
I got you.
So actually, the other way. The hooks were in the back. They're supposed to be in the front.
The gravity boots is more for
ab
traction.
Yeah. Well, you can do it for traction. Sure. Yeah. You can. I have an inversion table, but you can also do it for traction. My inversion table's in my shed because I don't have a huge house. But anyway, she got up there, and as soon as she got up there, I knew it was solid. I knew she didn't have anything to worry. I mean, dude, I had 3-inch screws in the door jambs. You know what I mean? My girl's 100 pounds.
Yeah.
But she was so excited to do it. She did it, and she got up there, and I helped her get up. And she hung her foot, and then she held on, and she wouldn't let go. So I was like, I'm getting a video of this. So I busted up my video camera and took a video. Bro, I caught so much shit for that. Like, you're so mean. And she was laughing the whole time, but like, oh my God, I'm scared. I'm like, babe, let go. You got to let go and then hang and you'll be fine. Like, it's not going to go anywhere. Bro, I got so much shit for that and how rude that was. And
that's because you got
crazy.
80% women.
I know, man. I know. So I was like, fuck it. I did another video. I was like, I'll do it. So you'll see that nobody was in any jeopardy.
I was like, dude, how tall is your fucking door jam?
Yeah, well, it's normal height. It's an 8-foot ceiling, I guess.
8 foot. Yeah. So what's the door jam? 7?
Same as that door jam.
That don't look.
I'm 6'4". I'm not as tall as that door jam.
7?
I walk under it, so yeah, it's probably 7 foot. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Your spikes are probably brushing on the floor.
So, so I did it and just hung from it and did a couple crunches, but. Yeah, I caught a lot of heat for that. Thought I was out of line for letting my girl hang there. Who wanted to hang there?
People are just so
crazy, bro.
Clowns.
Crazy. But then she made me do a 5-mile duck walk after that. So saw no ducks, not one fucking ducks, not one duck.
Yeah, duck walk is like a
bro. That neighborhood across from me, it's like a little gym on Fisher.
The Anytime Fitness.
Yeah, Anytime Fitness. If you go down that road and you go all the way down, goes all the way down and
to
then
the water, right?
To the water, and then it's a roundabout down there. Not a roundabout, a dead end, like
a cul-de-sac.
Cul-de-sac. Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. And there's another way out. You can get out 2 different ways. But then, bro, I was fucking like daydreaming about houses down there. On the very end of that, there are some beautiful houses, man. Beautiful houses.
I always wanted to live on the water. I really always did.
I've always wanted to live on the water.
Renee went and watched when we had our kids were young.
Right.
It's crazy. I have a buddy who lives on the water, he has a like a 1-year-old, maybe not even a 1-year-old.
Don't tell me, bro.
No.
Don't tell me.
No. But actually, Dulcie, his neighbor woke up, couldn't find their kid. Kid was drowned in the fucking lagoon, bro.
Don't tell me that, bro.
Yeah. Man, so bad.
Oh my god.
They were like Christina, Marky's sister, supposed to be looking at like they
How long ago was this?
Like a week ago. Maybe.
No.
Yeah.
Oh
crazy.
my god, dude. Bro, wait a minute. I fuel a boat. I fuel a boat like 2 houses down from him. They have a whole bunch of kids. I can't be.
I don't know. I mean, these people are supposedly trying. And what Marky told me, I talked to Marky through this. I got the story from Marky. He said these people were planning on moving because of this reason.
Oh my god.
You know?
I bet it's that house because they had like lawn chairs sideways, so they couldn't get off like the patio down to the lagoon. The guy just bought a boat with like 4 of his fishing buddies, and I was there fueling it. Holy shit! And it was like 2 houses down.
Yeah, I don't know. I know. I thought it was their neighbor, next door neighbor. I don't know.
Oh
but,
my god, bro!
Yeah, crazy, man.
Wow.
But that's
that would
definitely
be my worst
that's the fear.
nightmare. Yeah.
Like, dude, I mean,
you just
I'm
have
not,
to be.
listen,
you
I'm
just
not
have to be super diligent.
Exactly.
If you're gonna put yourself, you have
Listen,
to
I
be
had a
super
pool. I had a
diligent.
pool. I have a pool.
Yeah.
I have a lock on my fucking door.
Yeah.
No one can get out.
Yeah.
The lock's high. The kids can't reach it. You know what I mean? I mean, now my kids can swim.
I was gonna say
still,
now all your kids can swim. Are you a
all
little
can
more?
swim.
Are you a little
I'm
more?
definitely much more relaxed, but still, dude, my
Yeah.
kids are wild, bro.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
hit their head, and something can happen.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
But what's good is like I could be inside my house and see the pool.
One's wild.
And see the pool. Yeah. Well,
You have one maniac. You're raising one
super
maniac.
wild.
Yeah,
He's super. My daughter's not far behind.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It's funny. They got pretty close this.
Yeah.
You know, my older one, he's to himself.
I
Always.
saw her stab him. She was doing something on the. Renee posted something. She was doing something, and he came along and fucking poked his finger or something.
Yeah,
Whatever she had, she fucking stabbed him with that shit.
Yeah. She's got to survive in this household. You know?
It's crazy. I remember years ago when your kids were little. Again, back when I didn't know if you liked me or not. I was over at your house, the one off Bay Ave.
Oh yeah.
I was at that house, and I don't know what I was doing there. We maybe buying some fucking T-shirts or whatever, and we were just bullshitting. I think this one we were sort of hanging out a little bit, so maybe I was just there hanging out. And I was in the kitchen. I was by the kitchen table, and I looked up on all Frankie's houses have been beautiful, but I looked up on the ceiling, and there was these spots on the ceiling or whatever. And I was like, "What's that from?" And he's like, "Bro, I had to fucking babysit the kids one day." It's like I had the kids one day, and they were just being fucking assholes. And whatever I had for dinner, I slammed it down on the table,
right
and all the shit went up and hit the ceiling. It was still up there.
Dude. It's tough, bro. Kids are tough, man.
Yeah, they are.
And as a man, I'm not the most patient person.
No,
bro. Just,
I'm not either.
And I always tell my wife, "There's a reason milk comes out of your tits, not mine."
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
It's
yeah,
just,
they'll try it, man. My kids try me all the time, but I try. You know, I obviously try not to lose my cool because they're kids, but sometimes I'm just like, little bastards.
Oh, yeah, it's tough,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
And dude, the older they get, the more they know how to pick at you.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
they really do.
Yep.
And but it's cool. It's cool. You have a boy and a girl, and they're two just
They're my number one thing that gets to me with them. I can handle anything individually. It doesn't matter. Daddy, I smashed the front window out. Okay, I'll be a little pissed, but all right, whatever. Whatever. I can handle. They fight with each other all the fucking time. It drives me nuts. And then I'm like, I drove my parents nuts fighting with my sister as a kid. It's payback, man. They fight all the time about the dumbest shit. I'm like, guys, like if they're in the tub and I'll 90% of the time I'll sit on it because both my kids can swim. But if they're in the tub and I'm sitting on the toilet or whatever, they're pretty good, right? Usually they're like, "Daddy, toss something back and forth with me." But if I got to go out in the kitchen for fucking 5 minutes, I didn't round the corner and they're kicking each other in the face. I'm like, you guys are doing that on purpose.
Yeah.
You're fucking doing that on purpose.
Dude, my boys, like my daughter, she gets along with both of them, you know, for the most part. They also terrorize her too, especially Tino. He terrorizes everybody. But like Santino and Francesco, bro, they just beef so much. I'm always like, dude, you guys will be fucking best friends.
Yeah.
You guys will be friends. Dude, no, well, yeah, go play with your brother. No, I'm not playing with him. He's an asshole. You know, like, yo. It's so funny, man.
That's great. Yeah, just different personalities. But my sister and I were just like that. My sister
and how close are you?
Listen, she lives, 1,200 miles away, so it's easy to get along now. But we're close as we've ever been now, So.
Me, my sister, I was 10 years older then. But as we got older, we got closer.
When I went through my bullshit with my divorce and I fell into that crazy depression, she drove all the way out here and fucking babysat me for like 2 weeks, and I have the utmost respect for her. If she ever needs me for anything, I'll always be there for my sister.
Yeah.
But as kids, we weren't super close.
How far apart are you?
She's 19 months older.
Okay.
Like Irish twins or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, she's a little older. My big sister.
That's it.
She bought me a shirt that said, "Don't mess with me, or I'll call my big sister." She's like, "Wear it on your podcast."
Yeah.
I'm like, "It's a tank top. It's not warm enough yet, but I will."
Now, that's your only sister?
Only sister.
Sibling, yeah. And is she married or anything?
Yep, married to a great guy, Gary. Yeah.
Kids?
Yep, she has one daughter.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Daughter's old now. My niece is like 21, 22.
Oh, okay.
Lives on her own. Dates a guy. They live in Texas together.
Texas? Oh, how'd that happen?
Because my sister lived in Texas for,
really?
yeah. Her husband, Gary, has a good job. He has a really good job. He's, I don't know what his official title is, but he's kind of like a super on big, like if his company came to Tom's River and they built a high school, it would take like a 3-year build. He'd be the super on that job. He'd run that job.
Right.
And then he'd get kicked off of that job and maybe go to a different state for 3 years. So they bounced around for a few years. She met him when she lived in Florida on a big job he was on, and I think they went to Georgia for like 2 years, and then they went to Texas for like 5 years. He did a bunch of jobs in Texas, and then they just wanted a place to call home. So they bought a house back where he's from. He's from Michigan, and they bought a house in Michigan because they were just tired of, my sister was like, listen, if you got to go, you work, you fly home on the weekends or every other weekend or whatever. So now home base is Michigan. So
that's cool.
But my niece lived in Texas so long, for like 5 years or whatever, she considers it her home. So she still lives there, yeah.
That's cool.
Yep. Just outside of Austin. I forget the town, but yeah. Austin, I hear, is a kick-ass town.
I fought there.
Austin's a kick-ass town.
I mean, whenever I fight anywhere, I don't really get to experience it much. But I mean,
who'd you fight in Austin?
Cub.
Oh, that was a great fight, bro.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite fights. That was one of my favorite fights. You the ground and pound you pulled out, and that was.
I put the beat.
Yeah, you did, dude. And I like Cub. Cub's
a
likable guy, but yeah.
Good guy's tough, man.
Yeah,
He's tough.
Yeah,
Definitely
beat the brakes off him.
Did hit him pretty good with some good elbows.
That ground and pound, man. I had never really seen you do that before, you know.
Yeah, I fucking hit him with one shot and I heard, oh.
Did you really? Yeah?
A little bit. Yeah. So you got to the fucking soft meat.
Yeah. Most you've ever been hurt. I think we've talked about this. We talked about the Benson Henderson up kick, but ever get a shot in that you would just like didn't think it would fucking.
Never during a fight. You never hurt.
Really?
I mean, that Henderson fight when I up kicked, that kind of did hurt actually.
Yeah.
But I was rocked too, and afterwards was a nightmare. But you don't. Like, that's the thing. Like, dude, I feel like I could be fighting. I have a sniper in the fucking top row, shoot me in the shoulder, and I wouldn't even fucking feel it. Just my fucking so fired up, you know. I mean, dude, some of them kicks, man. Like, I'll kick someone, I'll check it, I won't even feel it afterwards. I'm like, oh my god, I can't even walk straight for 2 weeks.
I'm not a fighter, but I consider myself fairly tough. You know what I mean? I'm not a fighter by any stretch of the imagination. I can't imagine being in that or that, you know, adrenaline that takes over where you don't feel pain. But is it? Can your kid do something to you now and you're like, fuck, that hurt, you little fucker? Where you would never ever in a fight be like, that would be nothing. Your kid flicks your ear or something now. You know what I mean?
Adrenaline's a hell of a drug. You know what I'm saying?
My
it
kids
really
do
is.
shit to me once in a while and kick me or whatever, and I'm like, fucking hurt. Stop doing that. You know? But
no, for sure, it's just a different ballgame when your fucking guns are blazing, I guess.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh, Raj. Frank.
I feel like I'm talking. Oh my God, I gotta tell you something. I don't know why this just popped in my head. Calling you Frank would be weird because I feel like I'm talking to your dad. But so this is months ago. You got to ask your dad about this. I don't know how I forgot to fucking tell you this. My girl had this app that she downloaded. She paid like, I don't know, like fucking $10.99 a month for this app where you can call people and it will be a fake number that calls them, and it will call them and it will talk to them. We did it with my sister. She got all pissed off. It'd be like, yo, I hit your car. And, you know, it'll wait for you to respond and be like, what are you talking about? And be like, yo, jerk off, I fucking hit your car. You know, you listen to me, yo? You know, shit like that. So we did it to my sister. We did it to my dad. Like, half the people would just fucking hang up and half the people would argue. My sister went on for 10 minutes like, the fuck, I'll fuck you up. What are you talking about and shit? I was like, let's get Frankie Edgar, right? So she's like, all right, give me his number because you got to put it in the app. I looked up Frank Edgar. She called your dad.
Oh, dude,
Your fucking dad fucking flipped for a minute. I was like, I could hear him, but I was like, oh my fucking God, that's Frankie's dad. That's old Frank, right? And then we just let it go for a minute. And he was like, yo, go fuck yourself, motherfucker, or something like that.
He's fucking nutbag.
I didn't mean to call him. I meant to call you, but
he's a nutbag.
I have you in my phone now as FE. And it was always in there as Frankie Edgar. So when I pulled it up, it just said Frank Edgar. I gave her that number like a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Yeah, he's nuts, dude.
Yeah. He don't take no shit from nobody, dude.
No. It's crazy, man. It's crazy seeing him get old, you know.
Yeah.
Because he was just a fucking fire plug.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, brother. Well, listen, another episode of Champ and the Tramp. We're gonna keep it coming for you guys. We're
gonna get a guest. Let's get a guest next week.
Yeah,
we could probably do like you there. We can make it work.
We if we can't do that, another thing. Listen, guys, we're not great with technology, but we're trying to figure out the Zoom thing too. How to do that? Maybe bring you some guests via Zoom. It might be a good thing for the future. Like if there's a guest we want to have on that's out of the state, that might be another possibility. So it's sort of a technological world we're living in now, and we're figuring things out. But if we could do a guest, I could sit. Well, you might have to bump your chair over.
I know it, man. Listen, I think I'm rebelling.
Yeah?
I think I'm rebelling, bro.
Are you?
Not soon, bro. Come on, I
know.
Can't do this no more.
A lot of people are, man. A lot of people are. So, we're doing the best we can. That's all we can do. So, Champ of the Tramp, guys. Appreciate you. Share, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Good times, fellas. Fella.